Hey, what's up, beautiful people, and welcome to the 29th. Let me check that. 29th, yes, I was right. Episode of Panorama to UCL starting Dartford FC. We have taken the biggest step in the save right now. We have actually made it to the Prem. So, keeping that in mind, I revamped virtually the whole first team squad. As you can see here, we have Brooklyn and where he is Adiko, who are the only players from last season to be retained in the first team squad. And I don't think you can actually see the bench because of how my camera is being set up. Let me just switch it around a little bit. Um, as you can see, the bench is also filled with rando players that you've probably never heard of. Let me just show you right here. We still have some players from last year, but mostly. I think it's half half. Like half of them are older players from last season, other half are new players. So keeping that in mind, for the next season, we are predicted to finish dead last as we were last time, and we won the championships. No, we finished second in the championship. So can we? When you look at these teams, you suddenly get scared because City have this guy coupled with Erling Haaland, and yep, it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting, I guess, right? So keeping that in mind, let's how should we proceed this? Let's look at the finances. So we had what, 18 and a half original budget. It was actually 27 mil. So we spent all of it. We are 12 mil in the red because we've basically overspent. We're overspending on wages. We have one more transfer coming in, and yeah, I'm overhauling the staffing, the backroom staff. You can see that in the Prem we actually have very good coaches in certain areas. Regarding recruitment, not that great. But let's go through the transfers first, and then we'll talk about the tactical system and whatnot. And yep, let's see. So transfer history for this season. Let me see, because some has have gotten into the last one. So yeah. Uh, is there anything of note? Let's move to the released players. So we released Kevin Spence. He is wanted by Bradford City in the Sky Bet League 2. He really wasn't on par with the rest of the squad. He barely played throughout the last two seasons. It just made sense to release him. The same can be said about Jake Hall. He was very good for us when he came in the first season, then he kind of fizzled out and he only played 4 games last season. He's now playing in Vanarama National where I think his level is at, unfortunately. We had to release Charlie Robinson, who joined Cardiff in the championship, mainly due to the fact that he wanted way too much money than I think he was deserving of. So it made sense to release the guy. He is championship level clearly, and he's actually earning 25k per week. I don't think he deserves that much. So yeah, you'll see that we have quite good replacements for him. These are the release players. Now, looking through the transfers, because this is where shit gets interested, interesting. We have made no loan signings for this season. I think we can stop relying on loans right now because we find ourselves in money. We finally have money to spend. It's the first season where we actually have a very decent transfer budget, when we actually could get players in. So let's start by presenting to you Carlos Machado, or new deep lying forward. It feels that he is everything Augustine is not. He's just an improved version of Augustine, which feels bad, but I was originally planning to use Augustine as an advanced forward until he got injured. He's still out for 3 to 4 months with a broken lower leg. He suffered it in the first, I think it was the first friendly that we had. So yeah, suddenly Carlos Machado's rival couldn't have been any better. I think he's gonna be a fantastic deep lying forward, honestly. The assistant thinks he's a good League One player. I think he's decent quality for the Prem, honestly. Then we have Rodolfo Morales, the inside forward on the right hand side. He likes the dribbling. He doesn't have the best composure, but he can run. He can basically get the ball at his feet. He can somewhat finish. He has decent work rate, decent off the ball. I think he would be great for us this season. He looks amazing. He has 14 caps for Peru, 4 goals in that. He actually went to play for Hellas Verona in the Serie A. He played 10 games for them last season in the league, so it's really a no-brainer that he should be able to play in the Prem. At least for a what you call it, bottom half team, he could be playing there. The last signing that we made last season, technically last season, it's still the same season. It's Sosa, Luciano Sosa, on Uruguayan this time. He has 1 cap for Uruguay. He is just an incredible player all around. He is very good physically, mentally he's amazing, and technically he's good. Now, he's a more attacking option, but he has good tackling, decent positioning, and good marking. So he only came in for 1.5 mil from Liverpool FC in Uruguay. His value is rather low, honestly, but I think he can be great for us. I see no glaring weaknesses to his game. He doesn't have any of those poor mental stats. He is professional, or fairly professional, admittedly. But he is a very good option to have, and he can also slot in as a right back if needs be. Right. The other transfers, because there's a flurry of transfers we've made this season, and all of these are players that will play for us in the first team. Now, let's go through the sales. We sold Medina for to Atlante, I think in Mexico. He was decent for us, but he never improved, and I don't know, 22 years old, Sosa is just so much of an improvement over him that it made sense just to sell him back to Mexico. We made a profit of him, so that's nice. He already played 2 games for them. I never saw him improving, and that's why I had to eventually let him go. We loaned out Whitley, Rasmussen. We sold Bruni to QPR. He never improved. He never developed. He never played for us even. So he played 3 seasons for Bath City, and he went on to go to QPR in League One, and he's a backup there. So I don't know, made sense to sell him. 22 years old, he was never gonna improve that much. And Wharton at 23 made sense just to sell him on, and we sold him for 325k to Salford in League One. He only played 2 games for us last season before being loaned to Woking. Again, I don't think he's that great. It made sense that just to cash in on him whilst we still could. He is one of the weaker players in the squad. He could play both sides, but at the same time, he's really not that great. Signings. We have, I think, um, what was I gonna say? So I have 2 players from this signing list that I think are gonna be world beaters at us. Marcos Tejera. Look at him, 18 years old. He's already our best center back. And I think at 18 years old and with a value of, let's say, 40 mil, he is immense. He has a release clause, I think, of 38 point half, which actually makes sense. It will be a great profit of him. He just looks insanely good. He never played for Uruguay yet, though he was in the Uruguay first team. He played for Torque in the first division. He played very well for them, and I just think he'd be that great for us. Next up, we have McGran from Brisbane Roar, an Australian, no, an Englishman, 24 years old, very good backup to the first squad, a good playmaker. Spoiler alert, I signed 3 playmakers in this window. I only play with 2 playmakers. Yes. No, I only play 1 playmaker. Sorry, why am I an idiot? Yep, this is I don't know. It's not ideal, but if we are forced to switch to our other system or more defensive one, then suddenly these changes actually make sense. This is why I signed so many midfielders. He looks very good, to be fair. I think he's an improvement on what we had. 1.4 million is very good. He played incredibly for Brisbane Roar. I think he'll be very good for us. Next up, we have Damien Gallagher on a free. He's a very good option to have as a center back. He is starting ahead of Naismith, I think. Actually, if we compare these two guys, I think Gallagher is better. Naismith was only playing because of his aerial ability, but this guy in the air is better. His speed is better. His strength is better. His mentals are so and so, but his core defensive attributes are very good. Like his tackling and heading, even his marking is semi decent. I think it's gonna be great for us. Then we have Arthur Okonkwo. Our new goalkeeper, he is an improvement over Gragzik. Only if we compare them, you can see that he is very much an improvement. I like this guy. He looks great. I don't like that he has balanced personality, but whatever, man. He doesn't relish big matches, but at the same time, he's very consistent. So I don't know. I think I like this guy a lot. He's English, 29 years old. I think he's gonna be great for us. A former Arsenal youth prospect. Never lived up to his potential, so finally he gets to play in the Prem after 10 years. Right, makes sense. Uh, Next up is Blank Gleeson, who looks very good. Honestly, I love the guy. He's a very good Mazala. He's a very good playmaker. He's a decent box-to-box midfielder. He has it all. He came on a free being released by Tottenham, where he actually played one game in the Prem for them, but I think he's just amazing. Five under 21 caps for England. He looks very good. I am really curious to see what this guy can provide to us. He has very good abilities. I don't like that as a playmaker, his vision is kind of on the lower side. But honestly, he could even slot in as a ball-winning midfielder, to be fair. He lacks the defensive capabilities, but he makes them up by decent physicals and immense mentals. So I think he'll be great for us, and he has resolute personality, so what else do you want from your players? Am I right? Next is Jesus Portillo, a Paraguayan, 11 caps for Paraguay. He looks very good as a central defender. He has good jumping reach, good pace, good strength. His mentals are very good. His core defensive attributes are good. I think he's gonna be great for us. 21 years old, he can still improve, and we can make a profit of him. We only paid 650k from Guarani. I think this is a shrewd piece of business, if nothing else. Then we have Carlos Ibarra, a backup right back, a very attackingly minded right back. He is an Ecuadorian who played three caps for Ecuador. Honestly, this guy looks amazing. His physicals are very good. His mentals are semi decent, though very attacking minded. His core technicals are good. He can play as a winger on the right hand side, which I'm looking to exploit throughout the season, but I'm very happy with him. And he could slot in as a left wing back on attack as well. He has very strong left foot, and yep, just curious to see him develop because he's 18 years old. He can develop massively, and I think he will be a wonder kid for us if he can continuously improve. He has a problem with injuries. He's not as consistent, but we only paid what nothing for him. He came on a free, so worst case scenario, we sell him on for a profit. He is one of those ESC work permit places, though he kind of played for Ecuador, so I don't know why, but he's only 18. I mean, his career is only starting. Next, we have Stewart. Stewart is a former Villa player. He plays also as a left back and right back. He is a very good option and an improvement over both David and Curtis. Very good physicals, incredibly good mentors, and amazing technicals. He can slot in anywhere across the back three, and this is what I wanted. His jumping reach is a bit on the lower side, but as a covering defender, I think he's great. He can even play as a ball-winning midfielder, and now that I'm thinking about it, if push comes to shove, I can play Ibarra as a right back and move Nathan Stewart in the midfield, though that would be not taking full advantage of his crossing, but he looks very good. Next up we have, oh right, we have two more players that I think are gonna be immense for us. Let's start with Steve, who came in on a free. This guy came in on a free, and he is incredible. I was originally wanted to play him as an inside forward, so that I can basically put him wider, and when he was cutting in and with floated crosses, his 16 jumping reach would cause problems for the fullbacks, opposing fullbacks. But he looks incredible. His value is very high. His wages are very high as well. But he's one of those players that you need to have. He's our best player by far, and I think he's that player that you screams Premier League quality when you go up. He used to play for Le Havre in Ligue 1. We managed to snap him up on a free, and I'm more than happy for him. He looks amazing physicals, very good mentals, and incredible technicals. He's gonna be playing the advanced forward for this season. The last player is another advanced playmaker, but one that I had to sign. Gabriel Areosa. Just look at him a little bit and tell me what you see, because I see a star in the making. He's 20 years old. He looks insanely good. As an advanced playmaker, I think he's great. He's adept at using both feet. He's resilient. Uh, he's I don't know what to say. He can pass the ball. He has good vision, good technique, good first touch, good flair. I think he has it all. He is our young superstar of sorts, if you want. This guy was suggested to me by his agent, and I was like, I don't need another advanced playmaker, but come on, he's 20. Let's see what does he have. And when I looked at his stats, I was like, crap, I have to sign this guy, and I signed this guy. So please don't judge my poor taste in players, but I think he's gonna be just that good from Defensor Sporting in Uruguay. These are my signings. Leave out a comment. Who do you think the best signing is from for the season? I have an idea, but let's see how they start. And I also mentioned that I have another transfer ongoing, but I don't have the money for. Is this guy Saba Sazonov, a very good center back. He is Premier League quality, honestly, and he's playing for Reims in the second tier of French football. Honestly, I don't think we can sign him because he wants a pretty big wage and pretty transfer fee. A 29 years old Georgian. I still don't know what to say about the transfer, honestly. He might be good, he might not be good. I simply do not know. Right, let's move to the tactics. So this is how we're starting up the season. Arthur in goal. Right back is Stewart from Villa. As a very big Villa fan, I'm just overjoyed to finally get a player from Villa. Very attacking minded fullback, actually. He's a wingback on attack, is what he's playing as. And he has the player trait to get forward whenever possible, so this works well. With Sosa on the left hand side, who is just insanely good. I can't wait to see him play. Next is Tejera, pairing up with Gallagher starting the season. I think this is one of the positions where I might think make changes throughout the season. Probably Naismith will come in. Probably even where is you? Where are you, man? Where are you? Maybe Portillo if he improves. Who knows? Arosa starts as a playmaker or starter for ball-winning midfielder would be Adico, but he is in suspended for the next game because reasons. Then we have to bring on Knight, who can do a job there. So I have no qualms in playing Knight. It will be his first game in the Prem, I think, right? No, he played for Brighton a lot of years ago. So I mean, yeah. Brooklyn retains his position as a left inside forward, mainly due to his speed, but we'll see as the season progresses whether he can keep up his form. Morales starts as a right hand side inside forward. Machado deep playing forward. He's very suitable to the role. And as an advanced forward, we'll be starting with Ingura. Possibly, I might move Ingura to the right hand side, Morales to the left hand side, and move either Hudson or Augustine as an advanced forward, but we'll see. Now on the bench we still have Olgin. He hasn't really improved. He looks decent though, so he's a good squad option to have. We have Kieran, who has been relegated for this season. He is very good, but I mean Sosa is just that much better. We have Naismith. Hudson has been relegated to the bench. He never really improved that much. He's wanted by Geekamp, I think. Yep, Geekamp. If they give me 10 million, they can have him, or even 7.5 million, and he's theirs. Augustine is injured. He won't be playing today or for the next 4 months at least. So yeah, not ideal. I think I love this squad, and yeah, just leave it out in the comments. What do you think of the squad? Care to make some predictions? Will we be staying up? I think we will be staying up, but I want to hear it from you guys. What do you think? Because this video is a little bit long, it's much longer than I would have liked. Let's see how the game against Palace fares. Then we'll see if we do the Wolves as well. If the game against Palace is not that long, then yes, win the room. So basically, I have what, three players that hate me in the first team because I don't want to renew their contract. They're asking for a lot of money out of a sudden, and they have a lot of time on their contracts. They still have two more years, and honestly, I'm looking to sell them as soon as possible. To be fair, not this season because I need them as backups, but eventually I have to sell them just because they're that bad. I mean, not necessarily bad, but rather not up to the prem, you know? Like, we're in a new league that is very, very competitive, very strong. I cannot go around with League One players and expect the same results as in the championship. And not even the same results, but we might not even stay up in the prem. The only problem, I mean, the biggest problem with teams coming up to the prem from the championship, especially with, oh crap, they scored that easy scored an easy goal. Arthur had a crappy debut, right? Who they have here? I don't know how he scored that, honestly. Oh crap. What I was gonna say was that, especially in a situation like ours where we just went through the leagues very fast, it all depends. So our survival actually depends on our own ability to build up for the Prem. Basically, just make sure that our team is capable of competing at this level next time out. And this is what we're doing right now. We're gauging the new players. It probably will be a period of transition at first, so these guys can gel together. And my star signing missed a sitter. It didn't. I'd love at least one or a draw in the game, but the way things are presenting themselves, I think we'll be doing only one game for this day. Simply because I don't think I have the time. I don't want to do any more 40 minutes video. That was a mistake I've done as a YouTuber starting out with this save. I was just rambling on about unimportant things, keeping videos very long, unnecessarily long even. Now I want to streamline the content a little bit. It's offside, ref. It's clearly offside. Yep, that's what I thought. Nah, it's offside, ref. It's offside. What? Where are you running away? Okay. Every time I look at this guy and see Terence Maloney, or Shaquille Maloney rather, I'm only thinking of Sean Maloney. If you remember him, he used to play for Celtic. He looks very good. Holy crap. Why is Palace's team so strong? I thought it would be an easy opponent, but they have this monster of a striker. Oh, we scored! Carlos, our new deep lying forward on his debut. Very good cross from Stewart, to be fair. It was whom? It was Maloney's fault. What does Maloney have to do with that? I don't get it, but holy crap. Oh, he used to play for Napoli, I want to say. No, Anderlecht. And he went to Arsenal. Arsenal, yep. Why did I think Napoli? I think there is a, but I think he's African, right? Ngura scores. Steve Ngura and Machado with the assist. Score on his debut. Perfect. We took the lead in this game. It was Machado or new. Basically, it's easy to say our new signings linking up together because virtually everybody is a new signing almost. Holy crap! What a goal! Holy crap! And Gura, my man, you're just insanely good. And very good pass from Machado. He can play that deep lying forward role perfectly, I think. That's where he shines at. It cannot be Dean Henderson, can it? He'd be like what, 40? And now anybody, somebody will just show me that Dean Henderson is actually younger than you think he is. Actually, that's true because I was playing through the save game and at some point I've seen Dean Henderson now and I was like, oh, isn't he 30? And nope, he's much younger than I thought. Yes, he's Dean Henderson and he's only 34, so I was off by 6 years there. He's much younger than I know. I think is because he's been in the game for so long that you just assume he's older than he really is. We've been playing Erdosa. He has 14 free kick taking, which is very good, mind you. And Morales, can you provide a good cross, my friend? The cross was very good, honestly. Too bad nobody got to it, but it was a very good cross, by all means. Why did you let it go out? You could have created something out of it, couldn't you? Let's find a new gear. We never played against Palace before, I think. I've actually looked at it before starting up the save game, loading the save game basically. And yep, we never played against Palace before. So it's our first time taking on Palace. We've played against some of the teams at the top flight. Oh, come on, Kenan Diaz. Oh, he missed it. Holy crap, he missed it. Come on, guys. Defend. Very good, Gallagher. So it was the new right back's fault, Stewart's fault, right? That they almost scored. Very good, Arthur. Good job. Let's shout at the players. A corner. Can we score from that? Sosa. Sosa has like 14 jumping rates, right? No, 13, but he's very, very big. He's much taller than Stewart, for example. Now, some of the guys haven't really played that well, and I'm thinking of making some changes sooner rather than later. I think in 10 minutes or so, depending on what happens now. Stewart, oh, come on, Tehera. How did he score that? Hmm. How did Art? What happened there? Because that shot was crap. How did he score it? Stewart, Tehera lost his man, and Arthur had a blunder. Oh crap. We couldn't hold on to the win. Then again, oh, Angura scored. It's offside. What? It was not offside. He was on. What do you mean? He was on. Oh crap, he was offside. Crap. I thought he did the best run of the game, but no, shit. I mean, we're playing Palace, who have a very strong side. Surprisingly, okay, let's make some changes. Both Morales and Brooklyn have been rather poor. Let's bring on Hudson on the left-hand side and Olgin here. Um, Oh, but Ngura cannot play there. What's your strongest foot? Right. Um, let's let's do that and do that. I want Ngura on the sides because he'll be competing in the air against fullbacks mostly, and I think he can win headers against fullbacks. Let's bring on Kieran as well because he has been very solid for us. And I cannot sub Knight off, but I could move Ariosa as a ball-winning midfielder or Gleason. Neither. I mean, Gleason could play there, admittedly. What if I switch him up with a some holding midfield? Center mid on support. Will he hold position? I don't think so. Only a defend one will hold position, right? And he's much more suitable to that role. Let's switch him up as a central midfielder on defend. I think these are the changes I want to make. Everything else looks peachy. I still have Curtis and Ibarra, so both players. Do I loan out Ibarra? That's the question. Or do I sell Curtis? I think I have to sell Curtis, right? I think I have to sell Curtis. Right. Made the changes. Hopefully they spark something in the squad. Yeah, a loss. Stewart got the ball. Holy man, Stewart is defensively. Stewart is amazing. He's the second huge tackle he's made. Of course, from the first one we conceded because, or maybe his tackling is cursed. Every time he makes a tackle, we concede. It was off, ref. It cannot be. My central defenders don't know how to defend. I think it was off though, wasn't it? Let me check that again. I think it was off. And no, it wasn't off. It was Gleason. That was. What was Gleason doing there? What on the earth would Gleason be doing there? If I'm. Oh, come on! They score everything and we cannot score even that simple chance. Oh, crappity crap. I signed a star player that cannot even score. Perfect. Our first season in the Prem, ladies and gentlemen. Um, to be fair, it wasn't as bad as the scoreline reflects. I think we could have won the game, honestly. I'm not happy though. I'm never happy with a defeat. I'm sending the assistant. He can make better things than me. So this was one of the most winnable games. But then again, they have like insanely good players. What's their history actually? What's their history in the league? I think they have some. Oh, they're playing. We're playing them in the cup as well. Perfect. What's their history? So they are a mid-table school team in the Prem. So this is what mid-table gets you. Holy crap! What about Wolves? I think they're just better, right? Yeah, yeah. They have this guy. I mean, at least he's not as good as What is this? They're much weaker than Palace. How so? What happened to them? They used to be strong. Where did they finish? Oh, they finished ninth and 10th, so they're mid-table as well. Well, that was it for for today's episode. As I've stated, it doesn't make sense to make another video. I'm trying to keep it as short as possible, guys. So probably we'll be back. Start not at the start of November, probably December actually, because it's just a couple of games until then. Financially, we've made a profit this season as of now. The TV revenue is insanely high at this league. So yeah, hopefully the money keeps coming and we won't enter administration anytime soon. So 1.1 mil, holy crap. I like that. I like that a lot. Holy crap. So thank you all for joining today. We'll probably be back in November. If you like the video, I don't like the video, subscribe to my channel, and leave out a comment. Who do you think the best signing was? Do you think my signings are good? Do you think we can stay up? Shit like that. Basically, regarding the season, the signings, the squad, is it ready for the Prem? Clearly, it's not, but who knows? We can do wonders here. Bye bye.